This is the moment of truth for the markets and for crypto. So let's jump in, take a look at what is going on. And just reading an article about junk bonds. So let's jump in. So the Dow right now up 0.23, S&P up 0.32, NASDAQ up 0.17, basically flat on the day after a little bit of down for the S&P and for the NASDAQ, while the Dow kind of held on yesterday, rotation of capital. Today's some options expiry. So a lot of interesting stuff going on. No big earnings out today. Earnings disappointed for Netflix and Tesla yesterday. So we'll have to wait and see how earnings unfold next week. And the Fed is likely pretty much 100% going to hike 25 basis points next week on the back of stronger economic data, strong jobs market, and still elevated CPI in their viewpoint. But we are experiencing disinflation, which is prices are still rising, but at a slower pace versus deflation, where prices are flat coming down below the rate of inflation. So we'll have to sit back and watch. In other news, the House Republicans have put a bill on the table to focus on regulatory roles of CFTC and the SEC. And the proposed market structure law, the Financial Innovation and Technology Act for the 21st century, establishes joint rulemaking powers between the SEC and the CFTC. Notably, it grants the control over digital commodities markets, including exchanges and broker-dealers, to the CFTC. Again, this is just a proposed bill, hasn't passed yet. And basically, they're saying about 70% of all crypto tokens should be classified as commodities rather than securities. They're saying that an investment contract doesn't make it a security. The token is security in and of itself. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. And as we well know and are prepared for, I'm pretty certain, based on Gary Gensler's comments lately when he's been testifying in front of the committees, they are probably going to appeal the decision if they can't come to a settlement in the recent court case against Ripple regarding XRP. So we'll continue to watch that and see how that unfolds. That's why XRP has not taken off yet, because there's still a lot of uncertainty there until we get that, that clearance and that certainty and that clarity. XRP is going to range, and we'll look at that in a second. So markets are at a tipping point right now, a major inflection point. The 786 is the last line of defense before previous all-time highs are tested. The Dow is above it right now. The NASDAQ, this is a Fibonacci retracement level from the previous all-time high to the low in October. The S&P, NASDAQ has come back, found support on that 786. S&P has found support on the 786 as well. Bitcoin still ranging in that $29,400 to $31,000 range. Could very well continue to do that over the weekend until we get into next week, and the markets might take a little off the table after the Fed hikes rates. And let's go ahead and jump in. The rest of the altcoin market kind of hanging in there, cruising along, consolidating, waiting to see if we get the ETFs, and waiting to see the results of the XRP decision. And here's XRP right here, kind of ranging in that 68. The peak was 93 cents, but really now consolidating between 67 and 84 cents. And it could continue to range in that area for a while, as it did back in January through March of 2022. So these are the things I'm looking at. We'll see you on the next video.